tech deck, wet fingers, sex with singers, totally jet set the zinger.
Pesky clinger next to linger in lingerie made by Ann Taylor. Handstand a standard Camaro with Santana.
Banana peel slipping, I feel women in menopause.
Handle these chickens, I'm Glock clicking with cheddar ball.
Trampoline dick and I'm real sick and I'm better off.
Kennedy tripping, I wanna become a senator.
Off stance in transit, titties out, booties up. Trying to find a way to see that everybody poops enough.
Who the fuck been moving up on Julia with Rufio? And I will take it all of you with bayonets and Uzi guns. What?
Something was touching me, hoping someone that wanna suck me under the fucking sea. What?
Sucking it fucking D. Do you wanna do it? She said, bumblebee.
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 Rolling like a tumbleweed.
Tummy bee.
Tumbling.
I think that I'm hungry.
Grilled cheese.
Honey bee.
Tell your mama what it be.
I just wanna take this time to say what's up to scummy tea.
Suffering.
Succotash.
Kick you in a fucking ass.
Buffering.
Suck a dick. Terrible connection.
Dial up.
Pile on.
Entering the fire zone.
Call me on a xylophone.
Put a brand new style on.
Pimp it out. This is it. Pimp it out. This is it. Pimp it out. Welcome back to the Week Cap. I'm your host, Caleb. With me, as always, my fiance Lauren, and the people's princess herself, the belle of the ball,
The belle of the ball,
the star of the show, my sister Brooke. Everybody, give it up for my sister Brooke. Yes, she's here. Yes, Brooke is back in the house, everybody. Thank you for the applause. Brooke has been gracious enough to bless us with her presence.
Bless our home.
She has blessed our home. She has blessed our hearts, and she has blessed our listeners with her presence here again. We thank her. She picked the movie this week. We'll get into that. But first of all, we just want to catch up with Brooke because, full disclosure, I just made her restart this podcast. After we just did 17 minutes on public shitting and stank vaginas in public restrooms.
Yep.
Because we're fighting audio issues here tonight. As if you've been listening the past couple weeks, 708 of you, no big deal. Not bragging, but we see you. We see the numbers. And
the numbers
they've
don't lie.
Replaced pornography as my favorite masturbatory tool.
The numbers?
Oh, the numbers. I can take a look at the numbers and I could cut glass. I could cut glass with
What
this
is
thing.
it called when you come freehand come? Like no
Wait.
Hands free.
Yeah, hands free.
You can do that?
I've heard.
Oh yeah, you can hands free. I personally can't.
Rumors.
I think it's only like geniuses can do it. You know, like someone who's really smart can will their mind into.
Mind is blown. I really do think it is a thing though.
So I've heard like for women, if you do like pull-ups.
Oh yeah,
can
I've
get an
seen that on
orgasm.
TikTok. I've seen people who are working out.
hands-free?
No, that would be hands free because
Well,
you're not stimulating yourself. But I do know that there are gentlemen who can take LSD and hands free come.
Oh, is it a friend
The
of yours?
LSD is
No, it's not a friend of
jerking
mine.
them off.
No.
One of my friends.
Yeah,
When he
I
takes
had a friend.
LSD,
Dude, all I know is there's a dude named Kyle who's just hands free blasting whenever he wants, anytime he takes acid.
him?
No, I'm just joking.
Oh.
No, he's a.
Brooke's like, no.
Well, she knows Kyle. Kyle is the guy who tried to get me to jerk off with him that one time, and I was like, he pulled his penis out, and I was like, no.
Wow, what a great segue.
Yeah.
Into our movie.
Into our movie. He really did. He pulled his penis out and was like, I'd like to jerk off, and I was like, well, there's the bathrooms over there.
And he was like, no.
No, he put his penis away. Like he thought.
First of all,
He thought that was
that's like sexual assault. In a
yeah.
way.
Well,
this is in 2025. This was.
I wasn't assaulted. The year was probably, I want to say 2007. And he just, he was like, I'm just going to see, this is the problem. You don't, as a boy, this is, and I don't want to say it's my fault. I'm not trying to victim blame myself, but you ask a man over and you put on American Pie, you have to, you invite a 12, 13-year-old boy over who's also 12 or 13.
Gave him ideas.
Yeah, I think
He was
what
fucking
happened
up on.
is I brought him over. I showed him Jason Biggs, and then he showed me Kyle Biggs. And I was like, you got to put that monster away. I feel horrible about
Monster?
myself. It was
large.
to date the biggest penis I've ever seen in my life.
What?
Oh
And
my
where is he
God.
now?
Looks like
He is, after several years of Narcotics Anonymous, he is now a pastor.
Oh, I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
I
but
thought you were going
he
to say
was,
something worse.
He was a
Does he have
bad
kids?
kid.
It hath shrunk.
No.
It hath shrunken.
Thou's chub hath shrunken. That would be, dude. No one would. You would not have any male drug addicts. I promise you. If
it
drugs
shrunk the
made your
dick.
cock shrink,
Yeah.
there would be no.
Steroids.
Well,
That's true. They don't
steroids.
care about that.
But those guys are so obsessed with. If you're taking steroids, you're so obsessed with your outwards appearance.
Isn't
Sometimes
your dick part of your outward?
That's not
I
a fair
guess
trade,
not.
man. You
I
gotta
watched-
really think about it.
I look at those guys in those Speedos. You know what the other thing? There's no professional wrestler with a giant dick who wears just the
Yeah.
briefs. Because where are you putting it?
You can't.
You can't.
tuck it
Are you
in?
bending it over and shoving it up your ass? I don't think so. Unless you're
Maybe.
Kyle Martin.
Whoa.
Kyle Martin and his giant penis he pulled out in front of me after watching American Pie.
There's a lot of Kyle Martins, so we're good.
Yeah, no, there's a lot. This one's a pastor, and he had a drug problem for several years, and I believe he lives in central
Giant cock.
Pennsylvania. Just came.
That
This
makes
is, you know
sense.
what? This is weird too. We were smoking marijuana, okay, and he was like, "I'm gonna go in the closet and take the last hit," and I was like, "But
yeah, right.
he was like, I'm gonna go in the closet and take the last hit," and I
All
said,
right.
"I no, you know me." I was like, "Okay, I'm high enough."
Caleb has
Alright.
never questioned any weird thing that anyone has done.
Because you know what? I chronically mind my business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You don't want to know.
No, really.
People in stores have come up to me and said crazy shit, and I go, and I just go right back to looking.
That's
You
true.
can't buy into it. So he said, "I'm gonna go into the closet and take the last hit," and I was like, "All right, man, whatever."
All right.
That was a good movie, huh? Like, that was a pretty funny movie we just watched. And then he shut the door. It was like a folding, like a
Accordion.
yeah. And I was like, "Damn, dude!"
That's
like,
not private enough.
and then in my head, I knew that
Did
always.
you hear something?
I knew I was going to struggle with substance abuse because my head went, he's got more drugs that he's hiding from me.
Oh.
I was like, he's going in there to smoke something else, or he's going
Or
in
he's
there
got
to
a
smoke.
pill
He's
or
got better
something.
weed. So I was like, this motherfucker. And I'm sitting there and I'm growing resentful.
Oh.
And then he opens the door and he has his penis in his hand. And it was soft and it had like an elbow in it. Like he had it in his hand and it came out. It came out the length of his hand. And then it had like an elbow. And then it hung another, I swear to
He had a
God.
hook.
I swear to God,
my
he had it
God.
in his hand. It came out the end of his hand, and it was so heavy that instead of just like falling over, it went straight down, like at a right angle. And then there was
My
like
God.
it looked
just
like
flopped.
a giant fishing lure hanging out of his hand. And he was like, I was seeing if I was gonna jerk off, and I was like, then why'd you open the door? And he was like, I didn't know if you wanted to, and I was like, well, not anymore. Jeez. Not after seeing that, I won't touch myself for hours.
For 30 minutes.
Ow.
buddy.
There are
At least.
the stroke of midnight comes, not me. So yeah, Kyle Martin asked me
Wow.
to I'm sorry, Kyle boop, he asked me to masturbate and I said no. But in this movie, one of the boys taught another boy
How to masturbate.
how to masturbate.
So he was inspired.
Who was inspired?
What?
What do you say? Who was inspired? Kyle? No.
No,
The
he was
movie
ins-
we just watched.
Oh, okay,
Challengers,
so the movie
starring-
You guys were watching.
starring
American Pie,
Zendaya.
the guy fucks a pie. Is that got him turned on? The pie scene? Or?
Well, there's a lot of titties in American Pie. There's so many
and
titties.
when you're 12,
So it
that
comes
really
from a
gets you
straight
rocked
place.
up.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the problem. He started straight, he ended bi. And I like to stay straight the whole way.
He was
Yeah.
okay, I see.
No, I mean, he started the movie straight. And then
Oh,
I guess he kind of figures, if that guy can fuck a pie, I guess I can jerk off with my friend. And I was,
What a weird thing.
guys
women don't do
masturbate
that.
together. I've never done it, but I would never.
Women don't do that.
No, women
No.
don't do that except if
Despite-
it's for like OnlyFans or something.
I was going to say, despite what fucking realmilf.com would have you believe.
Yeah. Her friend comes over and they just happen to be like, you know what we could do right now? We could masturbate.
Well, no offense, but women have nothing to pull out. A guy can present something. A woman has to take her whole pants off.
True.
So then it's like the delivery of it is harder for a woman.
What if you're
the-
just wearing a skirt and you just lift it right up?
yeah, or
No
like a
panties.
sundress. But a woman has nothing. A woman has nothing to
Hypotheticals.
present. You know what I'm saying?
Big clits.
Oh, the big clits. Those
Mhm.
things are God. speaking of fishing, those look like a fish's mouth sometimes.
can't-
It's
The last time I saw one was on this podcast.
yeah.
You don't want to see
I was
him.
wondering.
You forced me to first of all, for anybody who missed that episode, my sister forced me to show her those on the phone. I wasn't like, hey, let me
look at
show
this
my
big
sister.
clit.
Yeah. No. But I
was
mean,
drunk.
there are women who absolutely have got hammers.
And no shade to you.
Like they could totally
And your large
penetrate with them
clits.
things.
And I think they do.
Let me put it to you this way.
Whoa.
I've seen women with clits that if they were wearing a wrestler's trunks, they would have bigger bulges than the regular male professional wrestlers.
Damn.
There are women who are like, you better not sit on a bench because that could get caught between the slats.
Ow!
I'm just saying. So in this
It's
movie,
true though.
this whole movie is really,
It's a cock tease.
I would like to
Yep.
point out
Edged.
that within the first 15 minutes, I turned to Lauren and what did I say?
You said there's a lot of gay tension happening here. And what did I say?
This is okay. Last night, I turned to Lauren and I go, there's a lot of sexual gay tension between these two men.
Yeah.
And she was upset with me.
I was
and
mad. I can't remember why,
she goes, no, there's not. You're retarded. They're obviously straight. There's no sexual
I said,
tension.
they're
You were
both
like,
lusting after this girl. We're watching them like lean back on the bleachers.
It
Like,
was a triangle.
yeah.
yeah, of course it was. But it all went every way in the triangle. Everybody
They
was into
were-
everybody.
Well,
But
no proof.
you called me retarded and you
I
said
never said
I look for
retarded.
gay tension in every movie, which watch Mighty Ducks, it's there. Okay, first of all. And then second of all, 5 minutes later, the two
They're
boys are
making
making out on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And Brooke went to see this movie 3 times
3 times.
in the theater.
Yep.
But I
No
don't
regrets.
no regrets. No, there was some girths. That fucking European with the hammer in the locker room
Oh
scene.
yeah.
That shit, I was like, we'll finish this tomorrow. The thing about this movie, okay, is that obviously to give a little background, it's 2 boys lusting after one woman, Zendaya.
Thank
Did I
you.
say that correctly?
Yeah.
And it's all tennis.
And she is a cunt. And she's
Oh.
also, I mean, she's serving cunt. Can we all agree?
Yeah.
she
Yes.
is serving cunt.
You don't think she's serving?
She lived my dream
To be what?
to
To have 2 men lust after you at the same time.
but also she manipulated them in
She
the
did.
kissing. Did you see the grin on her face when they started kissing?
She loved
had like
that.
an evil grin on
And
her
then
face.
she left. She left
that's
him
your
with
dream.
boners.
That's
and they
your
probably
dream.
She
fucked.
was like, "Mwah." Mwah.
I don't get the appeal, but this is okay. I like my gay tension to be a little less on the nose. I want to wait for it the whole movie. You know what I'm saying? I don't want
No.
my sexual tension relieved in the first 15 minutes of a movie. I want to be waiting for it all movie. I want to at the end go, is it going to happen? I need those 2
I
guys.
feel like
be
that's
edged.
what happened in this movie.
I'm not saying that I need these 2 men
This
to never
2-hour movie.
kiss. I'm saying I need them to kiss at the end. Does that make sense?
Like in Talladega Nights.
Mm.
I mean, yeah, that's a great movie. You know,
One of
I didn't
Caleb's
really
favorites.
like, I don't know if I appreciated how they skewed my culture, you know, like
Oh my God.
as a NASCAR fan, I kind of watched that and I felt like it was a little bit derogatory. The Xfinity race is on behind you right now, but they were not as tasteful as I would have liked them to have been in some of their, about me, my people,
Portrayals.
my heritage, my
My
ancestors,
bloodline.
my bloodline. But it was an okay movie. But yeah, in that movie, he
What's
kisses him
your
at the
favorite
end.
NASCAR movie is Days of Thunder.
They're making a Days of Thunder too, and I read that the other night and I cried.
He almost free came.
White tears.
Yeah, I almost hands freed it.
Free game sounds fun.
I made my banana cry. Free came. Free came sounds fun. You have to. I think in order to free came, you have to like meditate, and I don't think white people can do it. I think it's
That's all white people do. What do you mean?
Yeah, like
I think
dirty
it's-
white hippies in the forest and stuff.
What the hell? You
I
ever
think-
been to Denver?
no,
No.
I've never been off the East Coast. As a matter of fact, I've been to Daytona with you. We went to Daytona together, and I bought a marijuana pipe from a black guy on the
Street?
on the boardwalk.
When did
Oh.
you do that?
Oh yeah, when we were in Daytona Beach, I was like, so this is what I did. I brought a lot of Coricidin cold and cough so that I could take. I was a full blown drug addict for my entire
Brooke is sitting
teens.
here like, what?
Well, it's not exactly
super young.
news to
Oh,
her,
yeah.
but I really struggled with just feeling sober. So I would take. I was like, I can't be sober on this trip for all this time. So I brought a bunch of Coricidin cold and cough, and I bought weed. But for some reason, I stuck the weed inside something where it wouldn't smell, but I didn't bring a bowl. So I was like, I'm going to have to find something to smoke out of while I'm down there. And Pop is like a fucking...
Yeah, what?
Dude, he's got a nose like a hound dog.
Yeah.
He's got a bloodhound. I swear to God, if the canines were off that day, they could call him and he would get on all fours and track a man through the woods. The man killed a bear with his bare hands and a bow.
Yeah.
And he stalked the bear through the Alaskan wilderness for like fucking 36 hours. Legitimately, the
crazy.
bear is mounted in his basement.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can't bring paraphernalia because that smells more than the weed. So it was high school weed. It wasn't, it's not the kind of weed
It's not medical.
it wasn't killing motherfuckers, but I had weed. So I packed it inside something. I get down there. And then at some point, I told our former stepsister, Callie, that I had weed. And she was like, I'm like, God, I want to smoke it. And I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, so do I. That's why I brought it. You think I brought it to show you, you dumb bitch? I brought it here to smoke it. And now I'm upset that I told you.
can't.
So I was like, one night we were like, her and I were like, we're going to take a walk. And I wasn't 18 yet. So I found a store on the boardwalk that's sold pipes.
Yeah.
And I walked up to this black guy and I was like, hey, there's a black pipe beside the cash register in there. There's a metal pipe. And I was like, it's like $7 or $8 or whatever. Here's a 20. You can keep the change. He was like, all right. And he just walked in and bought it and came back. He was like, have fun. So then I don't know how we didn't get caught, but it was the night that we went to watch the shuttle launch. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, the shuttle came back. We were watching a space shuttle come back in.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
We were staying. We had to go from Daytona Beach to Titusville, Florida, where the NASA facility is. And we were going at like I don't know, like we had to leave at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
wow.
So I stayed up and waited for our grandparents to fall asleep, which by the way was forever.
Yeah, they
because
never fall asleep.
our grandfather was just laying on the bed watching Food Network.
That's all he does.
He was just wearing like athletic shorts and a fucking wife beater, and he was laid on the bed like this with the remote in his hand.
Well,
And he
being
was,
a cop. You don't like sleep normal.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm not making fun of it, but like
As a
I'm like,
person
you
who's
need to go to
trying
sleep.
to sneak out.
It's night time.
And I kept having to make up a reason to go on the balcony. Like I didn't want him to like hear the balcony.
Mhm.
So I kept being like, yeah, I just need some like fresh air, like
He's like,
yeah, like we were sitting on the couch and I was like, stuffy in here to you? I don't know. I might just like hang out on the balcony tonight for a while. I don't know. Like it was so stupid. And so he finally fell asleep. We smoked weed and then Callie had a panic attack because she can't handle weed. So like she was like, oh my God, we're going to get caught. And I was like, okay, like it's not going to be good, but we're on vacation. They're not going to like ruin our vacation. And she was like, this is not good. I can feel my heart beating. And I was like, you need to shut the fuck up. You're being really loud.
yeah.
I was like, you need to shut the fuck
You're
up.
ruining my
And I was
mind.
like, you need to go into your room and you need to just take some time for yourself. Just go in there and leave me the fuck
Oh
alone.
my.
And I stayed out there and I smoked maybe 2 or 3 bowls because at a certain point I was high enough where I was like, I'm gonna get my money's worth out of this. Like
yeah, it's like if I'm gonna
I'm
get in trouble.
I'm already out here. I already smell like weed. He's not gonna ground me more if I smell like 3 bowls of weed.
Versus
So I
one.
just sat out there and got stoned. And then I came inside and I was like, it would be so much better because I knew we were gonna leave shortly. I knew I was only gonna sleep for like an hour or 2. So I was like, I'll take this cough medicine now. And then when I wake up, I was like, I gotta take a little nap. It was, by the way, the adolescent tendency to stay up and smoke weed just to go to bed is like to be high for like 15 minutes.
I
It's
used to do that all the time.
it's the most retarded shit. So I took a bunch of the cough medicine. And then when you came in to wake me up, somebody knocked on
How
my
did
door.
the hotel room not smell of weed?
Oh, my bag smelled like it was not
Brooke's
good.
like, I don't know.
I'm that
I
good.
think I had a friend with me. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, you did
okay.
you brought that Asian girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's now does OnlyFans.
Oh.
Oh.
Let's go for her.
And to think we were ranking our shits together
Yeah.
with she oh yeah, we didn't tell that story on this
yeah.
version of the podcast. We had an app where we ranked our shits. I was the Tom Brady of the league, no big deal. So I took the cough medicine and then I was like really wigging out watching.
Oh, I'm sure.
And then our grandfather, we drove to like a cove where he had heard, because every time we go on vacation, this is pre-internet, he's a cop and he has stored away information. He was like, there's a small cove on the southeast side of Titusville. We got to find it.
He knows everything.
Yeah, he's like, we got to find it. And that's where a NASA engineer will be watching it come back in. And so we go there. And
There's other people there.
They were pissed, remember? There were other people there who were like outwardly upset that they were like,
why? What the fuck? How do they know?
I think it was like a closely guarded, like, hey, you don't have to go down to this main road and watch with all these other people. There's this little spot like on a river. Like we sat like in the car against the car on the river, and I was just tripping my nuts off on Robitussin. And when I remember he was like, you're going to hear a loud noise. And then in my head, I was like, holy fuck, did he say that? Or did I like did he really just say that? And then I was like, I can't respond because if he didn't say it and I'm like, yeah, I'm waiting for it, he's going to be like, what? And then it really was a really loud noise. When it came back through the barrier, it was like bang, bang. It was the nose and the tail breaking through the barrier. Such a cool memory. I went to Daytona, like the racetrack.
We got Krispy Kreme afterwards.
Yeah, dude. Those
fresh Krispy Kreme.
Yeah. Oh my God. I was telling Lauren about me and our uncle smoking weed before on the last one that I went with. We went to, it was the year I met Lauren, 2015.
I think you went to Myrtle Beach.
We went to Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Our uncle was like, hey, come up to the room real quick. And I fucking went in there and we smoked weed in his bathroom. And then we went to that Pink Flamingo place.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like how would you just say it? Like
steakhouse?
Yeah, but it was like decorated on the inside, like the
Vintage,
set of Grease or
like
something.
The 50s, like
like vintage.
bar.
Yeah, dude, I was so
Jukebox.
stoned. God, there's something special about being stoned when you're not supposed to be as a child that has really lost its magic for me as an adult. Because it used to be like I was more
special.
I was more looking forward to the feeling of like I gotta hide this and be like secretive about it.
I get that feeling. Oh, can I share a secret?
Yeah, absolutely.
I get a high when I snoop through things.
You get that high when you snoop through things, like through somebody's phone or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Or through their belongings.
through their belongings.
It's so fun. I get so psyched.
Whose belongings are you rifling through?
Like when I was
Who's
a kid,
that?
I don't do it as an adult. You know what I mean?
Oh,
But like as a
I
kid,
feel
I
that.
would
I
get
thought
that. No. I don't do that now. But like I
I'd be
remember the
doing it.
feeling. I remember the feeling. Just going through someone's personal stuff.
Yeah.
anytime I went over to my friend's house, I would always want to go through their shit. I would be like, "What is in your drawer?" And they'd be like, "What do you care?"
No,
I just want to know.
Like going through like Joanne's stuff.
Oh,
Or like
you don't want to go through dad's stuff.
no,
no.
His
his stuff is nasty.
his bedside table was not good.
Finding her what's it called?
Valtrex.
Herpes.
Yeah, Valtrex.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
On her hoo-ha. Oh my god, when I was a kid, I had someone go through my phone.
Yeah.
It was a girl I was best friends with. And we were arguing. I made her cry.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
then we like her mom came in and we made up. I went to bed. But when we were arguing, I was texting dad. I'm like, you might need to come get me. This bitch tripping. He's like,
This
okay,
bitch
let me know.
Yeah.
So I wake up and she goes, I went through your phone.
Oh.
Wait, while you were asleep.
Big mistake, bitch.
I said, what?
She just wanted that high. She just wanted to feel that rush.
I feel no, but I was like, bitch, are you my girlfriend? What the fuck? And that's when I stopped being friends with her. I said, Dad, this bitch tripping.
This bitch is really tripping.
Brooke has talked like that since she was like 6 years old. She would be like, what the fuck? He's my boyfriend? What the fuck? Brooke has always talked like that. For as long as I've known her, I've never
I came out the room like that.
Yeah. I mean,
The fuck, bitch, you tripping?
yeah, dude.
That's so funny.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember one time, I don't know the circumstances of this. It's like such a muddy memory for me. But I remember I was house sitting and Dad and Joanne were gone. They had gone somewhere and for some reason thought that I was the person who should be watching over their house. And they bought me a bunch of alcohol before they left.
Was I there?
No, you were with Gran and Pop and I was staying at their house. But I remember I met you guys to watch a movie.
You met us.
I met you and Gran.
It was to see Frozen. Also, I don't know why
What?
you were invited to go see Frozen, but
It couldn't have been Frozen. Frozen
it was
came out
Frozen.
when that was. It was no.
That was before Lauren.
I was 19 years old.
That sounds
That,
about right.
Yeah, there's been
Oh,
multiple
okay.
Frozens. There was Frozen
Well,
1 and then Frozen 2.
Here's what
This was
happened.
the OG.
They found me quite a bit of.
I remember this story though.
I scavenged up quite a bit of marijuana in the house that was just laying about.
Yeah, I know. Because we met in the food court and you were stoned.
That was like top
Did
5.
you get Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
He was so stoned, Lauren. I walked up and I was like, Caleb, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
And you were like, yeah. And her grandmother is so gullible and she doesn't know anything.
I told her I had a headache or something, but
Oh
I
my
was.
God.
And then I ate Chick-fil-A and left. I was
yeah, he
like,
didn't even stay for the movie.
I was like, I just met them. I made her buy me Chick-fil-A.
You didn't even watch the movie?
Here's what happened. I had found some marijuana and it was really, really high potent stuff. And I took a bong hit. And then I swear to God, the whole drive that I was driving from Reisterstown to Westminster.
No, he wasn't driving.
No, I was like 19. I was an idiot. And I was I drove up 140, which is like the most
That's
dangerous
crazy,
road.
dude.
And I was like
Oh my God.
so visibly intoxicated.
Yeah.
I remember like I walked up and I was like, hey, what's up, everybody? And Brooke was like, what the fuck are you doing?
And I was like preteen.
Yeah, she was like 15. She's like, what the
Oh
fuck are
my
you doing right now?
Yeah.
She was like, fix yourself.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Get yourself together.
she was like, fix yourself.
Throw water
She's
on
gonna
him.
know. And I was like, oh, dude, I don't know what happened. I just had one of those bong hits that sneaks up on you. I was, oh my God, the whole drive there, I was not even freaking out because I was too high to freak out. I was just,
Yeah, you're like,
Focus on driving.
dude, my mind was blank. If I would have got pulled over, I would have gone to jail. Like, no doubt.
Yeah.
It was
So visibly.
so
Intoxicated.
visibly, yeah. And then that happened to me another time where I got some weed from him and I was driving from, okay, you know what? We're just going to get into it. There's a lady that me and Brooke's father used to date who now lives pretty close to me and Lauren,
Mhm.
like about as close as you could get,
Practically neighbor.
is a neighbor. I have to see her every time I take her fucking dog out.
Mm-hmm.
That woman has had sex with both my biological father and my high school best friend.
Yeah.
At the same time. Not at like the same session, but like she was doing
Same
them
time
both.
frame.
Two bad bitches at the same damn time.
I was like, why is my high school best friend and my biological father, why are they Eskimo brothers? Like
They
that
are.
is not good. But one time there was a brief period of time where he first started dating her where Brooke and I would go over to her house because I was friends
Which
with her
was
son
across the way.
across the way from where we're at right now. And I remember one time I left there and I drove like to Pennsylvania to see my cousin Joey. And I got there and he was like, hey, bud, what's up? And I was like, what's up, man? He was like, did you drive here like that? And I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, no, like how you are right now. Have you been that way this whole time? And I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, that's not good. I just used to get so, and I wouldn't do eye drops. I had like a refusal to do eye drops.
That's wild. I'm an eye dropper.
Yeah.
I'm dropping eye drops. You'll never know.
I just used to not have any like guilt or remorse about being intoxicated in situations that now I do. But like I used to be like, I will show up how I'll show up and you be thankful I'm here.
Yeah.
You have to, I'm everybody's problem now. Yeah, that wasn't good.
How
But-
about the movie?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we've just been telling stories. The
Yeah.
Challengers starring Zendaya. and a
And?
couple of other. There's a blonde boy and there's a ruggedly handsome boy, and that's all you need to know. There's a boy.
They're both handsome.
They're both handsome in their own way, Caleb.
There's a blonde boy who is shaven and has the body of like Mr. Burns.
No,
No, he does not.
Yeah,
What the hell?
he's
What
got
the
little-
hell, Caleb? You're just a hater.
He's got
That's
little.
right.
No, he looks like a Hollister model.
He's
Like,
got
with
little
the swooshy
twink,
hair.
little twink legs. He looks like
Okay,
little
he-
twink legs.
if he
He
perch
might
it
have
up like a
missed a
twink-
couple leg days.
But if you perch it up like a twink, it doesn't mean you're a twink. If you're perching up for a woman, does that mean you're a twink?
yeah. If you're
if you're getting
if-
pegged by a lady, does that make you a twink?
yes.
If you're tooted up for your Zendaya, are you gay?
Are you saying tuning up?
Tooted.
Tooted up.
Wait, is that where you put your ass in the air? You call that tooted up? That's not good. That makes me think of farting.
That's a point.
Hey, boy, you better get tooted up. I walk into that bedroom, boy. You better be tooted up.
It's in a song.
I like my men tooted up. Tooted up.
Imagine if it was like a car starting and it was like
My car tooted up.
I'm just saying that I don't
right, but
find him attractive.
Well,
I'm a straight man, but I think the other man is handsomer.
more handsome.
Okay,
Handsomer is not a word.
this is the fucking shit I live with, Brooke. This is what I can't even breathe correctly. I go to open a cabinet. She's like, "Do you have to open that so fast?" That's what happens. You've been together a decade.
My biggest pet peeve is
My
when you
biggest
say,
pet peeve.
is when you say something is like, I don't know, I can't remember the context, but you'll be like, oh, you'll be like, I didn't sleep good. And I'm like, I didn't sleep well, motherfucker. Carroll
So-
County bumpkin.
So
in your ass.
there's two. Yeah, I'm tooted up right now, and she's elbow deep. I'm tooted up. Lauren's crawled into my ass.
No.
There's a love triangle. You got Zendaya. You got these two British boys,
What's the other one?
Patrick.
Patrick and Art. Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
So Patrick is the handsome one. Art is the shaven twink. He.
First of all, Patrick's more twink because you can see the lust in his eyes for art.
Yeah, he wants that dick.
Just to clarify, you're speaking of the hairy man, right?
Mhm.
No,
brunette.
you guys are wrong about this. He
No,
was.
I've seen this movie 3 times.
Yeah, she picked up on all the shit that we missed.
No. I'm telling you,
No.
as a guy who picked up on the sexual tension between them immediately upon opening this movie,
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, the boy in the blonde, it was setting his loins on fire to be in that sauna with that handsome devil. His eyes were glancing down towards the towel.
Well, it
He
was
said,
there.
"Could you put your dick away?"
Yeah, because if not, I'm gonna suck it. I can't control myself. That was what that was.
I don't
He said,
think
"Can
so.
you put your dick away because you're driving me insane with lust?" That's what he was saying. Number one, and number two, see, the whole movie is they're trying to make it very sexy, very very loosey goosey.
Very, are they gonna fuck?
Loosey-goosey.
But my problem is that this could have been a movie about cards and it would have been sexier. Because you can't think of a less sexy sport than tennis.
No, they're grunting.
Grunting, and
grunting.
sometimes they take their shirts off.
That's not good. I don't want a bitch
That's
sound
a
like
good sign.
I don't want a bitch sound like a zombie apocalypse. I like
It's
my
a good
bitch.
sign.
I like my bitch silent. I like my bitch not a peep.
On mute. No.
I like to ad
On
lib.
mute.
I like to ad lib. I like to be like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know, I'd be ad libbing in it. But I just feel as though this whole movie could have been about tennis was the main portion of the movie, but it could have been about any other job or hobby. Do you know what I mean? Because the
No.
tennis
Like
was
what? Like what?
They're sweaty on that court.
cards,
They're grunting on that court.
cards, shuffleboard,
What's sexy about cards, Caleb?
pickle. Cards are very sexy in a casino wearing tuxedos.
People do wear super like short
I think of
skirts in
magicians.
tennis. Mm.
And what's sexier than a magician? Have you seen Mind Freak?
lot.
Clowns.
Have you seen Mind Freak?
No. No.
Chris Angel Mind Freak?
Chris Angel Mind Freak.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
That-
yeah, right.
it doesn't
that
get s-
emo freak.
He's definitely hands free coming.
Go for
First of all, he's a legend. first of all, he's a living legend. Okay. He has some interesting stylistic choices, but that's what set him apart from his contemporaries.
No.
The other magicians are all wearing tuxedos and stuff, and he's showing up dressed like Bam Margera.
There was a time where like there was a lot of magicians happening. Do you remember that?
Penn and Teller.
It was like when we first started dating, there was like music.
There was magic in the air when we first started dating. No big deal.
Not
But
anymore. It left.
I'm not tooted up for her.
There's
That's
fart
the
in the air
problem.
now.
There's fart in the air. I'm not tooted up for her.
You're tooted up for me, all right.
I don't know. I just feel like cards are very sexy because they happen in a casino. Women are wearing sparkly dresses. There are drinks. Like this whole movie, they're just sweating wearing polos.
No, there's
I
a
don't like that.
party.
Sweat's hot. I don't get it.
There's a party.
Oh no. That's not good. See, no, this is the thing is that there's movie sweat, which I could see how that would be hot. But real sweat is a guy who looks like me sitting on a bus and fanning his face with like a pamphlet. That's real life sweat.
Butt sweat.
But
Butt sweat.
don't even get me
Crack
started.
sweat.
Now, see,
Swamp ass.
the twink probably had very bad swamp ass.
What? No. Patrick did because he was hairy as fuck.
I've never shaven my ass, but I believe that swamp ass would be worse without hair because the moisture's just sitting there pooling.
No.
You're wrong.
No.
So you're saying
If you wore a thong, the thong would just wick that moisture up.
Oh, ew,
Like a sponge.
ew, that's fucking nasty.
Like a sponge.
I'm just saying that I don't feel like Tenet. Really, if I get rid of the forest,
And then you pop a thong.
I'm not speaking of a thong. I'm talking of
Oh.
if I wear. You're saying that if I were to shave, I would not have any irritation.
No,
There
you
would be no-
definitely
No,
have
if you
some
shaved, you'll have
irritation.
irritation, but if you waxed, it would be better.
Yeah, you could let me wax it.
I ain't letting you near my asshole. What are you talking about?
Why not?
Yeah.
What? What are you out of your mind?
I told him at a certain point there might be a medical condition or something that requires me to look at your asshole, and I'm gonna have to see it.
I'll die before you see my asshole. I'll have to be dead for you to see my asshole.
As a woman, I feel like a lot of strangers see your butthole.
Thank you.
Your OC.
Oh, you're gonna see someone's gonna see your asshole when you have to get a colonoscopy.
I won't
Yep.
get those.
You're gonna need
You
one.
have to.
What did you say?
You're
You're gonna need one.
You
What?
come from a family of shitters, motherfucker.
You're gonna need one.
No, I'll die. I would not.
No.
I'm not getting something shoved up my ass.
Okay, well then you can do the thing where you shit in a box and send it back.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I'll go on a poop cruise. Shit in a red bag. And that movie ruined red bag chicken for me. I just want to say that. Because they keep calling, and then I had to reach for the red bag. Oh, I got so sick. I had to get the red bag. I love red bag chicken.
What's that?
That's a
It's from
special
Aldi.
kind of chicken from Aldi. It's very
It tastes
good.
like Chick-fil-A chicken breast kind of.
Yeah, but you bake it in an air fryer. Or you fry it in an air fryer. Feedback. Lauren is hitting a vape directly into the microphone.
Sorry.
So you went and saw this 3 times.
Correct.
What was the spread? What was are you eating during these movies?
Yeah, I'm eating popcorn.
Every time you went to see,
Fuck
you
yeah.
didn't.
Every time I go to movies, I'm getting a popcorn.
Yeah.
And a Pepsi.
Oh.
Oh,
good
really?
combo.
I don't.
Dude,
What's
I
the
don't even care
popcorn?
about the movie. I just want to sit in the recliner, freeze
eat
my ass
popcorn.
off, and eat popcorn and drink Pepsi. That's all. I wanna do.
Wow.
That's so funny.
She's like, she's a
This is
simple
true.
woman.
That's the first time in my life I was being serious.
I just need to sit in a chair, eat
Recliner.
popcorn. You know, you could do that literally
And watch
anytime.
Twinks.
No, because the air in the movies is different.
It's different. You don't understand. You don't get it. And that's okay because not everyone does.
I just don't. Here's my problem with the movies is that you always go in, you get a good seat, you get there early, and what are you rewarded with? But fucking Pappy and his fucking gang of misfits coming in and sitting directly like beside you or in front of you. I hate that. I don't like to sit. I would love to rent a theater and just have it be like me,
Remember when they did that for COVID?
not you. Oh, what?
Remember when they did that for COVID?
I just
You're
want
not
to.
invited.
I just want to sit there and eat popcorn and drink Pepsi and be by myself. During COVID, you could go to the theater by yourself.
No, you could rent out a theater and watch a movie
Oh, that's
for
so
up to
sick.
like 20 people.
It's like, how is that any different than sitting with strangers, though?
Well, because it would be like people in your own home. Remember COVID? You were allowed to be around people who you were around, but you weren't allowed to branch out. You had 20
Oh.
people quarantining together.
Yeah.
You could all go to the movies.
I went to bars during COVID. I don't know.
You went to bars during COVID?
Not like during lockdown, but like afterwards.
Huh. I didn't do.
You needed like your vaccine card to get in bars.
Oh, I didn't have one of those.
Damn.
I never got one of them. I was terrified. I was having heart issues at the time.
Oh, okay. Well,
I was having heart arrhythmias and I was having to go to the hospital. And then I was like, I probably should get it. And I even had an appointment to go get it. And then something was like, that might be the mark of the beast. You know, I was like, there was like just this back of my head. You know, I'm a pretty reasonable guy, but I was like, is this a conspiracy? I don't know. So probably best that I just continue to stay in Lauren's bedroom and smoke weed while she works.
Yeah.
If I have
He's
to,
playing video games.
I think
I'm answering phone calls.
what's best for my heart is to play Red Dead Redemption and eat
Yeah.
edibles every day. And then the big thing, like I'd be like at night, I'd be like, man, I got a busy day tomorrow. And Lauren would be like, I have to work. And I'd be like, yeah, I know. I have to kill like 3 beavers. I'm trying to get this hat. Like I got some shit I got to do. And then our big outing would be once every couple days. Lauren's dad and I would load into my car and we would drive to the Starbucks to get coffee and then drive back.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was like the best time of my life.
I used to stay up all night playing Red Dead online.
Oh yeah.
And just
Oh dude, Tiger King.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
watch Tiger King.
The Tiger King part of COVID was like the best time of my life.
Yeah.
No exaggeration. I got laid off and I was like, oh, fucking sick.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I was at work being like, I really feel like you guys are just hemorrhaging money. Like we're slow. You're paying me and Al to be here, but Al, he doesn't want to go home. He's
He needs the work.
he needs the work. I'm okay. I've got people.
He
I
needed
don't.
the work too.
Yeah, I was like, if for any reason you guys send someone home, please, it's me. I did get sent home first.
We also reported somebody.
Oh, I did report. I reported them to the health department.
The health department came.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, okay, that was after COVID when they started bringing people back.
They
There
let
was-
somebody come work with COVID.
There was a body tech that I really hated. Him and I had like personal problems, and we like he. I never got violent with him, but there were a couple times where you know how I get. You know how if I can tell I'm getting under somebody's
Yeah, she
skin,
saw it this morning.
I have to keep going. So I was fucking with him, and he was a little sawed off motherfucker. He was like 5'1", and he was an angry little ball
Short
of
man
rage.
syndrome.
Yeah.
And I asked him if he got his hair cut at the bodega because he had like he was a white guy, but he had like the Puerto Rican pressed like gelled
Yeah.
bangs. And I was like, damn,
That's good.
dude, when did the bodega start cutting hair? And he was like going to fight me. So I hated him. He was a horrible body tech. And he came to work and he was like, yeah, I got a fever. And I was like, you need to go
Didn't
home.
he say his girlfriend tested positive for COVID
Yeah,
or
he-
was in the hospital
He
or
was
something?
like, my girlfriend's in the hospital and I've got a fever, but like I got to work. And I was like, the fuck you do? So then they were like, yeah, we're going to send him home. They never sent him home. So that night, that was my last day at that body shop.
And then he didn't even go back to his house because he was so afraid of giving it to like Liam and his mom.
Yeah.
So
Shit.
he just stayed at my house for like a week and a half.
He said you can have it. It's okay.
Well, I mean,
I
Liam
wouldn't
has
have
really
died.
bad
I
asthma.
wouldn't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
died probably.
I was like, I can't be responsible for something bad happening.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
no, we had COVID twice and I survived.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the
I
first.
think I had it after I came back from California.
When you came back from Cali?
I was really sick. Like I've never been that sick
Um,
ever.
Oh, shit.
Did you have razor blades in your throat?
That's exactly
Yeah.
what I had. And I told Gran, I remember coming home and I was like, from work, and I'm like, Gran, I can't swallow. I feel like I have glass in my throat.
Yeah. COVID.
Damn.
I said that before I knew that was a symptom of COVID.
Hit me with the in and out because I recently,
Oh.
yeah, that I want to get
Was
into
it
that.
good?
Oh, yeah. Okay,
yeah.
So I went to San Diego. I stayed in La Jolla,
Not bragging.
and then I stayed in Coronado for a couple of days. And I was really excited to go for the Mexican food.
Sure. And the Mexican men.
yes.
Sure.
Brooke has a taste for the ethnic.
Food and
No,
otherwise.
they were like really attractive over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
But sorry.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah,
Flashbacks.
shake it off. Shake it
Yeah.
off. You're good.
she was like,
Okay.
So I was really excited for the Mexican food. It was terrible. We had an Uber driver. He's like, yeah, you got to try this place. It was called the Taco Stand. Everyone loves it. it's hard to get in. So there was one night where we're exhausted, so we door dashed this place. We threw it away, and I don't throw away food. If it's
Was
all
that
right,
bad?
if it's all right, I'll still eat it.
Yeah.
It wasn't even all right. It was terrible.
What'd you get?
I got like a pork burrito, but it had like pineapple in it.
Oh, Al
and stuff.
Pastor. Yeah.
Terrible.
Terrible.
I think I can't remember what else I got. It was terrible.
But the In-N-Out was fire.
Yeah. So we're like, instead of paying money for this food, I had good Italian food.
Nice.
Okay.
And then we had tried another Mexican place. It was fucking terrible. It
Oh
was
my
terrible again.
gosh.
I got chicken tacos. My friend got shrimp tacos. It smelled like manure. We were like, this is
Ugh.
like not the vibe. So we're just like, you want to go? Like, we'll wait a couple hours and then just go to In-N-Out. Was just like leave, not finish this, and then
Yeah.
so that's what we did.
Nice.
So we're like, and it was only like 9 something for an In-N-Out meal.
What?
Yeah,
What?
it was really affordable,
That's reasonable.
isn't it? It's like I pay $13 for Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
That's
I was gonna
crazy.
say Chick-fil-A
Or-
is crazy expensive. Fucking McDonald's even is really expensive
I pay
now.
like $11 for Chipotle.
Chipotle's worth every penny.
Yeah,
I feel like that's
because it's pretty like.
Also,
healthy,
you
that-
usually get like at least 2 meals out of it. Caleb eats his burrito the whole time.
I eat it.
yeah.
all the time.
It just
Alright.
depends on like
I eat it at once, man. I just
she's
But-
like fuck it.
I'm not a pussy and I just down it. Yeah. I'm not a piece of shit, so I just eat my entire I'm just joking. I'm sorry. Yeah, I heard In-N-Out was good, but then I also heard a couple people be like, hey, it's not it's overhyped. So I was just curious your thoughts. You sent me a bunch of pictures. They all
so
look good.
it was good, and for the price, pretty damn good.
Was it like a flame broil type situation, or is it more like a McDonald's?
McDonald's.
McDonald's, that's fine.
That's
I had
what
no
I
problem with
figured.
that. You have the
but it's
pepper.
fried in mustard.
Yeah, I've seen that. You get it animal style.
Animal style is definitely worth it.
Got it animal style.
Yeah.
Did you get
And
it with the onions? Have you seen it with the
Yes.
people do it with the onion buns?
Brooke's a fucking onion eater from way back. She used to
Oh,
eat
yeah.
pizza with onions on it when we were little.
That's what our family does though.
Yeah, I don't
Everyone
like
eats
that.
onions.
I don't like the onions on the pizza
I
because
love
they're
onions
never
on everything.
they're never fucking cooked. So they're just like
Raw
crunchy onions.
onions.
I love a raw onion.
Oh my god.
I fuck hard with onions.
Oh.
I do.
I like onions too. Fried.
I just recently
sauteed.
started eating onions.
I'd
I
rather-
like I'll eat raw onions, but I want to be able to read the newspaper through them. They need to be fucking
Yeah.
I know
thin.
what you mean. I know what you mean.
I don't like an onion where you have to gnaw your way through the stalk.
Man, I love a raw onion. I don't even like fried onions. I don't like them sweet. I like them raw.
She likes them raw,
She's got
guys.
a
You heard
taste
it
for
here.
like
you got a
it
taste for
raw.
the spice. Okay. Well,
She does though.
we can wrap up if you want. It's been like an hour.
We didn't even talk about
The movie.
Well, talk about the movie, guys. I'm fucking
Guys, you gotta vote. Art or Patrick.
Yeah, let
Art
us
or
know.
Patrick. That'll be
Art is so submissive. That's why I choose him. He was tooted up for Zendaya. He just wanted her love and approval.
Mhm.
That's all he cared about. And he was so scared to quit tennis because all he wanted was her on his side. And
Yeah.
he was afraid that she would leave him if he wasn't a tennis pro.
That's right.
He just wanted her and only her. He said, fuck Patrick. Fuck that kid. I just want you.
They had a kid, yeah.
So you think because he was prepared to give himself to her totally. And
He
I
was
think
tooted up.
he was prepared to offer her anything that she
All
may
his
need.
holes.
You think that is what makes him a bit more attractive? The other guy was given holes too. He was making out with a guy. Anybody could have his holes.
What are you talking about?
She
Yeah.
said holes.
I didn't hear her say holes.
She said holes. She said say holes.
I wasn't talking about holes.
You just think that he would be a good partner. I'm not asking who would be the better husband. We're talking about who
Oh.
was more ruggedly attractive.
Oh.
We're not saying who would be the better boyfriend.
Yeah, but see, women
But
have to
that-
think about all of that.
Women, that's what makes people more attractive to women.
Yeah, personalities and all that.
Oh fuck, really? That sucks. That's not.
Package. We're talking about a package.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The package.
You're talking about his penis?
No, well, it was implied. She did say that he had a very big one.
Well, we never saw Arts, did we?
I've
No,
never seen either one.
no, but I think we all know that, if Zendaya felt compelled enough to only mention Patrick's, then we can assume that Patrick's had a real showstopper. Do you know what I mean?
That artist just average.
Well, I'm not saying he's average. He could be. I just don't know if he's comparing to Patrick because she only felt the need to remark about one of them out loud.
Right.
And I think.
But she also told Patrick to put that he would be better off shooting himself
True.
in the mouth.
Yeah, she did say that.
Real love-hate relationship. She also fucked him though.
She
while
fucked him
she was married to the
In
other
a
one.
Honda CRV.
in a Honda CRV with
Missing the wheel.
no spare tire. Poor people disgust me.
But then didn't she
What are you
say
gonna
that
do
he
in
was
emergency?
like a nepo baby
Ew.
or something? Like, didn't he have money or came from money or something?
think so.
She said like go back
so
to
why
your
was
parents.
he driving that shit?
Well, maybe because he doesn't place, he doesn't place importance on
Damn.
material things.
Okay.
Does he pay your bills, Caleb? Damn.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, like if
He's a certified dick rider for Patrick.
I'm not
Yeah,
a
he
certified
really
dick
is.
rider.
Damn.
I'm just saying.
like go ahead and call him up. He's British.
damn.
Bring him on the telly
okay, you guys are
and go ride that dick home.
Damn.
you guys are being
Certified dick rider. Play the blowhorn. The horns.
yeah. I hope that was loud as fuck for you. You asked for it.
It was too
I
loud.
gotta say you did that. I don't like that the boy was shaven. He shaved his legs.
How do you know he was shaven?
I saw he had shaved his legs. There was
Like
stubble.
nared.
No. Oh, that's so much
What if he
better.
waxed?
What's wrong?
Ooh.
Okay, wax.
Oh,
What if
there's
he's a
another
part-time
crazy
swimmer, Caleb?
Roto blade or some shit.
What
Have
is
you ever
a-
seen that?
What is a roto blade?
I don't know if that's really what it's called, but it's like some sort of mechanical mechanism that you like roll up your legs and it literally pulls that shit out.
That sounds medieval.
That doesn't say. Yeah,
It is medieval. It is.
Sounds
From like the
medieval.
18th
does.
century.
I don't think that was medieval times. I think the 18th
The
century was the
17th
wild.
century then.
That was like
No.
revolutionary times.
14th. 15th.
Maybe
Yeah.
somewhere in the
13th.
Middle Ages.
The back then.
The
She's like-
1600s where we're getting out of it.
yeah.
Yeah, we're working our way out. We're
yeah.
working into colonization. And
You've heard of Thomas Jefferson?
Yeah,
No.
This is the 17th century.
like 1600s is giving Pocahontas.
Yeah.
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 Pilgrims.
So I don't think they had it then though.
Lauren's like, that was so long ago. That was like during like the Studio 54. Like I heard disco was king. It was
Yeah.
very medieval.
It is. Well, she said it was medieval.
No, I'm saying, yeah, but you thought medieval was the 18th century. The 18th century was fucking cowboys and Indians. It was not that long ago.
I'm just
How do you think they shaved back then?
I don't think they did. I don't think they did shave.
I think they did. They had barbershops.
Oh, those were with a straight razor, but a lot
you
of
don't
men.
think women were doing that too?
they were waxing during like the Renaissance and stuff.
In France, not in America. We've been a full bush
probably-
country until the 90s, and it's coming back. We have been a staunchly full bush country, as God intended, for a very long time. The 90s came along. Women have started removing their hair to be like that of an infant. And then now it's coming back in style. Bush is back. Grunge is back. Nirvana is back. It's good. It's good to have a bush.
Kurt wanted bushes, man. That's what he wrote before he shot himself.
Kurt
Bring me the
loved
bush.
dude. If there's one thing that Kurt come to a bush, then he loved bushes. A lot of people don't know that about Kurt Cobain. He was a bush enthusiast. He was writing a newsletter to a bunch of other bush people. His favorite band was Bush.
That's right.
Favorite president too.
Come as
Huh.
you are.
Yes, exactly. But that's
Come
Challengers,
as the
guys.
bush.
It's a very sexually erotic movie.
It's 2 hours of edging.
It's just 2 hours of sexual tension. The tennis is a secondary thought. The real
There were some snail trails on the seats.
I don't know if I need to get
Listen,
into that, but go ahead.
when I was 15, I went to go see one of the 50 Shades of Grey movies. No, I wasn't even 15. I was like 13.
I don't like how this is
And I was
going.
with my friends.
Yeah.
And after the movie ended, we all went to the bathroom. And we're using the bathroom.
Yeah.
And this lady
No,
goes,
no.
I know all y'all wet right now. I didn't know what that meant when I was that age.
I don't even know what to say.
She said, I know all y'all wet right now. Are y'all ladies wet right now?
I like to think that she came into the bathroom just to say that, and she didn't do
And just
anything in the
walked away.
bathroom. She just
She
had
just popped a Yui.
She
What
told
a
her.
weird way to try to connect with
She told her
strangers.
husband, she's like, "I'll be right back." I know I got wet right now, and she came back out. And she's like, "Let's go.
I think about that
Gotta hit the claw
because
machine.
at that time,
Get that Dippin' Dots on the way out.
I gotta hit that claw machine." I saw a fake watch in there. I really be wanting. I know all them wet in there.
so iPod Nano.
I saw an iPod Nano. I got to get my hands on it. I know all them little bitches wet. I know all them bitches in there, dripping and dropping all over the toilets.
The way you said toilet.
All over the toilets. All over there, dripping and drapping and slipping and slapping. Give me that iPod Nano. I gotta load some mystical up on that motherfucker.
I'll show you how real bitch go down the slide.
Yeah. So let me show you how a real bitch goes.
It's from Norbit.
I don't know what was so sexy about this movie. I will say that it was sexier. This movie was sexier than Baby Girl. That movie sucked. Did you see
Baby
that?
girl, let me see you do a dance.
Let me see you twirl. That was the movie, right, with Nicole Kidman, where the guy makes her dress like a dog and he bangs her up the butt
No, I don't remember that.
on the hotel floor. He's
That's not what happened.
finger blasting her.
I don't think he banged her up the butt.
Nicole Kidman.
Oh yeah, Nicole Kidman.
Don't.
This-
It's
this-
a gross.
This
movie.
guy is just doing all sorts of
She has to
unspeakable acts
drink
to her.
milk out of a saucer.
Mm-hmm. It's called Baby Girl. It's on HBO Max. You have my HBO. Go ahead.
All right.
If HBO, if you're listening, we do
It's
not
like
share
50
accounts.
Shades of Grey, but for women. It's 50 Shades of Grey is for women too. I think it's 50 Shades of Grey for men, right?
Disagree. I'm not the kind of man who wants to make a woman drink out of a saucer of milk. I guess I'm rather vanilla. But I
Well, that's just almond milk.
don't need to bring dairy products into the bedroom, you know?
Not especially when you have dairy replacements now.
Whipped
Yeah.
cream.
I mean, just, it's like not conscious. It's not like health conscious to bring like,
Why would you drink another animal's product
Mm.
oh, dude.
when you can drink nut product?
You gotta drink nut product in the bedroom.
And I'm not talking about sperms. I'm talking about almond milk, cashew milk.
Oh.
It tastes like plastic. I don't like any milk, really. I'm not a milk
Well-
drinker. And you know, our father used to do the most disgusting
He says
thing
drink straight milk.
I've ever seen. He used to put a bunch of ice in a glass and then pour milk into it and drink it really fast. Like he would fill a cup with ice and then just splash milk in it and drink it really. Ugh, it's so gross.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing.
I heard on the news that milk is better to hydrate you than water.
Well, that's good. And people who run marathons can worry about that. I'll sit in my house drinking goddamn water. I ain't drinking no fucking milk, especially on a hot day or something. It's disgusting.
Yeah, no, thank
It's coming out of an. You're right. The first guy, I mean, this is like a widely known thing that people post on the internet, but the first guy who drank a cow's milk's disgusting, you know?
Yeah.
Real nasty ass motherfucker. I ain't be liking it. I mean, seriously, the first guy who looked at a cow and was like,
Maybe I'll try that.
you. He probably
maybe-
sucked on the teat.
yeah, he
Straight
probably
up.
did. He probably held it in his hand and it probably
Squirted.
came out with like an elbow down at the bottom.
Squirted.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
He said, look at this.
You know, when Lauren and I first started dating, this is
Yeah,
speaking of cows, the cows beside our grandparents' house, we walked outside and one of its,
You've told this story on here before.
Mm-hmm.
oh man, I gotta stop getting so stoned. Its vagina was out. We can stop.
Yeah, we wanted to notify him, but
Yeah. I want to notify him. Went down to the
And they were
farm.
like, okay.
Yeah. He was like, all right. He's like, that's my work, son.
Yeah.
And unless you want to get more of the same, you turn around and hightail it off this property.
I said, Kayla, let's get out of here.
Guys, this has been the Weed Cap. I'm ready to watch NASCAR. Thank you for joining us this
Been
evening.
real.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for powering through any sort of audio issues there may be. And
We're working on it.
thank you to Lauren for being here always. Thank you to my sister Brooke for constantly being the people's princess.
Someone has to do it.
Someone has to do it.
You're
She's the light of the eye of the Weed Cap podcast. Thank you for listening. We love you.
Ta-ta.
Ta-ta.
Toodles, bitch.